unwind stand in motion with a fairly large roll on it. You can see on the left hand side of the center shaft is a brake wheel, and on the expanding center hub are arms to hold the metal stable against one side. The wheel in the middle holds the shafts together, causing them to expand in the middle of the roll. See inside, but not very well, that the top slider has a couple of bars that wrap around the bar on the top of the bottom slider. That wheel attaches to a 1-inch awl thread that can come right through the middle and pulls or pushes the wheel depending on whether you're tightening or loosening the assembly. Pulling and pushing is done by a nut on the 1-inch awl thread that's simply welded on to hold everything together. The base can't be bolted to the floor in this particular case because they have in-floor heating. So it's attached to a couple pieces of I-beam that are attached ultimately to the machine. This could be powered to unwind or unpowered. It depends on the particular application. The brake may be replaced with a motor to actually drive the roll or inhibit its drive depending on what you're trying to do. View from the back side looking into the roll. Through brake assembly, they just tighten it or loosen it depending on how much brake that they want. It has actual automotive brake pads welded on. Of course, that big disc has to be right onto the end of the 6-inch support tube that goes through the entire assembly. With some jacking bolts and a notch between the two I-beams that allows squaring of the assembly without moving the whole base. It's the second machine, very similar to the first, very simple, almost primitive by today's standards. The backstop portion of the expanding hub has a collar that goes over the 6-inch shaft and appears to bolt onto it. Being as it only has a 2-inch hollow portion in the center, there's plenty of meat to drill and tap to. All of these internal pieces appear to be made up of 3/4 inch by 2-inch bar stock. And caps drilled and tapped and all kinds of good things to get them in the right spot. Rolls are brought in by crane and simply slid over the rotating assembly. The triangle is made up of the 3/4 inch by 2-inch bar stock. Have a web welded continuously inside of them. I can't see the dimension of the web, but I'm guessing that it's quite a thick piece of metal.